Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. I am oldman102. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a first look video for the new 16X map for FS22 called Angel Mountain. Alright, before we get started, massive shout out to my Patreon members. Without them, none of this would be possible. A huge thank you to Dixie Angel for testing and Papa Smurf for helping out with some issues with the map and server testing. Alright, now before we get started, if I don't lose my mouse, I did. That's alright. So the premise behind the map is, after reading a disturbing letter from your parents, you quit your job at the junkyard, packed up the camper, jumped in the old pickup truck, and headed back to save the family farm. Upon your arrival, you learned that the bank had already foreclosed on the farmyard, sold all the animals at auction, auctioned off the family factories, and most of the farm equipment. The bank manager left you with one field, a small variety of equipment to use. The bank manager promised that you have first option to buy everything back, so good luck in your adventures. Alright, let's jump in here. You're going to start off, when you first spawn into the map, you're going to start off here at the vehicle shop at the center of the map. Let me throw my speed mod on just so I can walk around a little bit faster. You have to put your own sleep trigger in the map because I did not want to put the sleep trigger in the main farmhouse at the main farm. In case you didn't want to use that part of the map, you can sleep anywhere you want by putting your own sleep trigger down. Let's grab this really quick. So you have your standard fruits plus rye, millet, rice, carrot, clover, onion, red cabbage, hops, lavender, and hemp. Field 1 is the smallest field on the map. Field 47 is the largest field on the map. Field 47 will cost you almost $17 million. You start off with Field 1 and a little grassy area. Everything else you have to earn. There are plenty of room for Placeables. There's plenty of room for multiplayer. It is multiplayer friendly. For instance, under Field 9 there's a railroad silo. There are two trains. One runs around the north end of the map, one runs around the south end of the map, and they both go up and over Center Mountain. Middle of the map I'm calling it Mining Mountain. In the center of Mining Mountain there's a railroad station that you can transfer from train to truck, truck to train. There's one below Field 9. There's one on the south end of the map. There's one over near Field 43. And then there's another one up by Field 5. There's a secondary farm up here and room for multiplayer. There's a secondary farm here and room for multiplayer. There's a second farm down at the bottom and room for multiplayer. There's a couple grassy areas here you can multiplayer at, and then there's another field here. And then there's plenty of room to put extra factories down. So there's room here to put factories down. Here, 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 and here. Over here. Secondary farm up here. Couple secondary farms, space over here for a secondary farm. So there's plenty of room to put factories down and to grow. Alright, we start you off with a tractor, a harvester, a tipper, a header for the harvester, fertilizer spreader, forage wagon, and then you have your camper and your pickup truck. Let us head up to the main farm. Alright, so this is your You remember, you packed up the camper, you jumped in the pickup truck, you quit your job at the junkyard, and you headed back to save the family farm. So this is what you are currently sleeping in, is the camper with your handy-dandy pickup truck. You have, on the main farmyard, field 1 and the grassy area. Field 1 being the smallest field on the map. I started you with clover. Clover regrows like grass without reseeding, and it's ready to harvest. So you can earn some cash right off the bat. On the main farm, let's take the pickup truck for a ride. We'll leave the camper here. You do not own the main farm, you have to earn it back. So let's take the old handy-dandy pickup truck for a ride. And I'll just leave it out here. I will probably do another walk around and come back over to it. Oh my goodness, excuse me. So this is the entrance to the main farmyard. So if you come out of the vehicle shop's here, animal dealer's here, gas station. Come out of the vehicle shop, make a left, come down just past field 2, there's a dirt road that circles around to where I am standing. So you come up to the main farm. There is bale storage, so a bale shed. There is a garage with some working doors for your vehicles. We have another garage with a shop trigger so you can repair your vehicles. And then across from that is a meadow. Now this meadow, do whatever you want with. Put placeables down, put animal pens down, turn it into a field. So if we look here, the little area with the sheds is 32,000. The meadow is 176,000. The rest of the main farm is split in half. So 542,000. This half has the farmhouse, the silo, all the animal pens, a soy milk factory, fertilizer factory, seed factory, silage bunker, TMR mixer, pig food mixer, and a water tower that you can make water at. This part of the main farm has the composter. All the orchards and greenhouses are built into that half of the main farm. So if we come back up, we cross the bridge. You have the main farmhouse. Again, it has no sleep trigger, so you have to put your own sleep trigger down. Some vehicle storage here with plenty of room to put some more down. Chicken pen is right here. And then the main silo complex. You have soy milk factory, a grass dryer. So once you buy the property, you have to buy the factory. Grass dryer, fertilizer factory is right on the main farm. Seed maker is right behind the silo. And then we have horses, sheep, cows. Still room to put factories down. Papa Smurf's, TMR mixer and silage. TMR and pig food mixers. Bunker if you like to do silage the old-fashioned way. And then the pig barn is right here. That's the first half of the farmyard. This is the second half of the farmyard. You have the olives, the grapes, composter is right here. Then we have the orchards, and then the greenhouses along here, and then plenty of room. Then you come back to field 1. So there's plenty of room over here. You can expand this field out with your plow, or you can just use it for placeables. Jump back into the pickup truck. Alright, can I zoom out? So this is the front entrance to the map. Let's go out the back entrance to the map. So here, let me drive down the middle, show you how long it is. So drive down the meadow, pretty good size. You can put plenty of animal pens down here if you want to run like 6 cow barns or 8 cow barns. And then across another bridge, across the main road. And then there's a back entrance that gets you out of the farmyard. Past field 1. Across the bridge, back across the main road, and then out to the area, the road that runs around Center Mountain. Alright, so if we go up the hill, up the mountain, if the traffic doesn't slow us down. Oh, what the heck. Probably get into a head-on crash. Alright, they sped up now. Just like in real life, you go to pass them and then they speed up. One of the 2 trains. Each train car holds 2 million liters, so that there's 6 train cars. So you can haul a good bit of product around the map. So if we make a left, this will get you to a coal pit and a coal mine. So once you scoop up all the coal off the ground, that mine back there will make you more. All the mines work the same way. Once you scoop the product up off the ground, you can make more by just activating the factory. We have your ore mine over here. Top of Angel Mountain. Guess I need to get away from calling it Center Mountain and calling it Angel Mountain. And if you go across, back across the train tracks, back through the mountain cut, there is a water, so free water right here if you bring your tanker in. If we head up to the observatory, it is a sell point. So, sell point right here, top of the mountain. And then silt mine is back this way. You'll be scooping stuff off of the ground for months. There's probably, if you scooped everything up off the ground, you'd probably make $1 billion. Let's come back towards the main road. You have the copper mine. Plenty of stuff on the ground. head out. Oh, let me come. Oh, the old pickup truck's just done an old General Lee move there. So there's a secondary farm up here if you want to live on top of the mountain. Chicken coop. Some vehicle sheds. Railroad station. It'll hold every bulk product on the map, so you could transfer from truck to train and train to truck, or train to train from the north end of the train to the south train. Come back around, head down this way. So on this side, there's a small forest here. You could take these trees out. Once you buy the nickel mine, you get this little forest with it. So nickel mine is here. And then if you keep going straight, I'll drive through the trees. And you have the salt mine. So salt in the cave. And again, there's a little mine in there, so once you scoop all the salt up, you can make some more. And then across the street. Oh, another nice wheelie. You have the gravel cave. So all your gravel is down here, pretty deep. Probably a billion liters of gravel, and then another mine when you scoop it up all off of the ground. Come on. Takes this thing a little bit to get moving. Alright, we'll head back down the mountain, heading east. We got a couple of sell points to the left. We'll go up this way first. We'll go up this way and we'll work our way back. So on the right in front of these fields, there's again plenty of grass to put extra factories and placeables down. To my left, there's plenty of room to put more factories and placeables down. And these are actually separate farmlands right here in front of the fields. So down here, autosave. We gotta wait for the autosave. I should have turned it off. Alright, so down here in front of fields 30 and 31, there's a couple of extra farmlands where we're driving through for you. Again, for placeables, make it a little bit less expensive for you. And if you head back this way, we have that extra farm and the railroad silo. Excuse my voice and the coughing. My sinuses, my allergies are killing me. So extra farm here, and if you don't like it, you can sell it off. Water pickup right here. Railroad silo. And you continue out this way. You have the power plant and power storage for your electrical charge. So the end game factories that are coming out next all need electric charge to run. So you have your power station and your power storage. So coal to electric charge, wind to electric charge, and solar to electric charge. And then just past that, another area for placeables. We work our way back. Now I'm not going to drive back there, but if we go straight up here to the top corner of the map, there's another coal pit up there for multiplayer. So a second source of coal straight up from the power plant. And then there's room along here again. So plenty. There shouldn't be any complaints about, I don't have any room to put factories down. You got plenty of room to put factories down. Or I don't have a flat space on my map. I can't find a place to put placeables down. Well, not on this map. It is frustrating when you get a production map with about 30 or 40 placeable factories and you can't put any down because it just deforms the land, or it makes a mess when you put the factory down. You can't get to it. You got to quit the game, come back out, hope it doesn't save. It can get frustrating. Alright, so if I don't go in the river... Oh! What did I just hit? Alright. Back down. I dented the old rusty, dusty pickup truck. Alright, to my right is another area for silt. That is split in half for multiplayer. So you have early game silt to make fertilizer with. And then we have the oil factory that makes your veggie oil and such. Another factory that makes water with hydrogen and oxygen. We come around this way, and you have the factory that makes the fabric, your sugar, your flour, and your dairy. So they are all right here, close to Center Mountain. Now if I come up here, let me pull the map up. So if we, this way it'll save me a little bit of time for driving. So if we come up here and we make the right, there's a bunch of sell points, animal dealer, gas station, vehicle shop, and then we come straight down the other way. You come back around to the main farm. We are going to make a left and save a little bit of time. I'm going to get hit by a car. Oh, you just dented my pickup truck. Oh man, then you took off. Hit and run, hit and run. What's a few more dents in the old rusty, dusty pickup truck? Alright, BGA and the extra grass for the BGA if you like doing silage. Bunch of sell points along here. And now we'll cut through here. There's another gas station with a water fill trigger. And then we have a little bit of a retirement community. Church is here. Sell point right here. Church, high school, all built in right here. We head over this way. This is the ice house, so this is where you make your ice cubes, right there. I'm going to pull over here so let the traffic by. Alright, so if I made a left and went up the road that way, so going south. So if we came all the way down here, below field 29 there are two sell points, and then there's a secondary farm back here with another railroad silo. head over this way. You'll have a pretty good sized forest along with the carpentry mill and mammoth mill. So we will drive through there. And I think I split this in 2 or 3 areas, buyable pieces of property, to make it a little bit more affordable. The land on this map is not cheap. So carpentry mill, mammoth mill, nice and convenient, right near Center Mountain. And then, did I split this into a couple different farmlands? Let's find out. Yeah, so it's split in half. So you have this area is all trees. This area is has the factories. And then I split the sand. So the sand mine is right here. The sand is split in half for multiplayer. And then if we come out here, again, another just massive field for you to put placeables down right here. Sand mine to my right, and then if right ahead of us is field 1 in the main farmyard. So if we hang a left and go this way, you have the hen house for your eggs and feathers and chicken cuts. You have the slaughterhouse. And then you have Wonderworm. The fish hatchery and fish processing is right there. Another water tower for you to fill your tankers, and then yet again another placeable area for you to put more factories down. Oh, train. Oh, we just missed a train. Alright, so we continue back going west, straight west from Center Mountain. Another railroad silo to move your product around. Every railroad crossing has working signals, so you know when the train is coming. We have stone processing plant that makes your lime, your calcium carbonate, your couple other products. You have a real stone pit, so stones. You don't have to put the placeable stone pit down. You have real stone. So stone mine, and when you scoop up all the stones off the ground, you have another stone mine back there. And then there's room to put more placeables down over here. This thing doesn't reverse very quickly. So we cross the tracks again. We will head south. Cross the bridge. I'm calling this Refinery Island. It has 3 oil wells on it and the refinery. So let's take a cruise around Refining Island. And each oil well is purchased separately, so you don't have to buy all 3. Again, you cut the trees down, you can put more factories down. And then cross back over the tracks and you have the refinery. And then there's another secondary farm over here for multiplayer. So, and then I am going to leave it here. Now, if you would, just a couple quick notes. So you can take field 14, 13, 12, 6, and 5 and plow all of them together to make one big field. You can plow 9, 10, 11, 2, 3, 4, 7, and 8 together and make another big field. And then on this side, above the railroad, so they've got railroad tracks that run above 47 and then down along 47. So you can plow 50, 51, 49, and 48 together to make another big area. You could plow 44, 45, 46, and 47 together. And then on this side, the railroad tracks, you actually can come down and plow 48, 49, 50, 51, 42, 41, 40, 39, and 43 together. So you can plow all of those together if you want to make another big field. And then the same thing here. There's a railroad tracks that run down here and out to the main road. You can plow this whole area together. You could come down here where 37, 38, 35, 36, 33, and 34 are and plow all those together. And then inside the river here where like 25, 27 is, this grassy area, you could plow all of those together. You can plow 18, 19, 21, 23, and 24 together. And then over here you can come down 20, 17, 16, and 15 and plow all those together if you wanted to make just some massive fields. But I present you with FS22 16X Angel Mountain by oldman102. Please smash that like and subscribe on your way out and have an awesome day.